Okay. I believe that should be everyone. Alright. Start making some levels. Because levels are cool. At least in this game. Okie. Yeah, level editor. That's what we want. Here you are. Oh hey guys, let me go ahead and pull up the... Okay, right. I believe... Okay, cool. Yeah, this thing's click-through. Don't wanna get disturbed by it. Okay. I need to make this road a bit brighter, because players can't actually see us, or at least they're gonna struggle to do it. There we go, a bit like that. Oh, I need to pull up Twitter, because Twitter's important. Tweet. Lots of tweeting. Okay, sweet. So, I've got everything I need. The stream. It's good. I decided to do something a little bit different to Starbound today. I wanted to get back to Distance a little bit because it's been a while since I played it. Plus I want to really finish this level that I've been making. It's been a really long time since I published anything on the workshop, and I reckon this will be a good return, or a good time to return, to making some high quality levels. Because so far the only thing I've actually noticed that was on the workshop was accelerators maps. Yeah, there we go. I'm probably gonna want to trend. I don't know, that road doesn't seem too good. In my case. Yeah, let's select all this stuff, and let's just move it up a bit. Okay. Gotta make sure that... There we go. That's probably a bit too curved. Gonna want to make sure that's perfect. Yeah. It still looks a bit curved to me. There we go. I believe that should be A-okay. There we go. Right, let's see, there's stuff happening on Twitter. Go ahead and tweet that I'm live and whatnot. I also have to open up Firefox because I need to link my streams. Oh, there. I don't know, it really depends if you're into... I guess it doesn't really even matter if you're into racing games. But if you really enjoy creating stuff and playing some really nice looking levels, then I guess it could be the game for you. If you really like level editors. Okay, right, there we go. Let me just go ahead and tweet about the stream, because I probably should. I'm not gonna lie, if there's the reason I love this game so much is because the developers are really active when it comes to interacting with the community, so it's a really good game. It's got really great devs, and yeah, I've been playing this game for over a year and it's great. And I can't seem to see my own stream. Ah, here it is. And of course, it's still playing Starbound. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Oh, hang on, let me just change it. Why is it playing Starbound? Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot to change it. I guess getting rid of the title, or the title of a game, doesn't actually help. That's never too good. Well, you know, I was gonna forget something at one point or another, so that's nothing new. I completely forgot that it says stuff about the kind of game that you're playing. I hope I didn't mislead anyone quick enough, because that's not good. That's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, oh, there we go. It's Nitronic Rush now. That's excellent. Let me just go ahead and tweet about it, because yes. Okay. And the hashtag there, and there we go. Tweet. And I'm assuming this is... is it? Or is it not? Oh, this thing's like full screen? What? Oh, wait. Well, either way, that's all I wanted to do. I'll just continue doing stuff, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Distance already it felt like a complete game until you eventually get to the end of the story mode. Then you realize the story mode itself is really short. But then the community kind of made its own story mode. Now the devs are trying to... Poor guys are trying to, Refractor trying to get a better story mode going. Which, it looks actually really nice, because I've recently hired some of the best level creators at the moment, or at least in my case. From what I know, like, Snowstate and Outlaw are great level creators. Or designers, or... I don't know what to call them, really. So yeah. As for me, I just sort of make levels for just a laugh, really. Yeah, the level arts is definitely a great addition. Every now and again, the devs will probably also join the stream, but... Because I can remember a couple streams ago, I was just streaming and... You know, torched the almighty beard. Decided to hop on as well. All hail the beard. There we go. A. Alright, I was, redesigning this purple stage, because, I don't know, it felt sort of like an accelerators level, and, you know, if you know anything about accelerators levels, they're kind of long and, well, you begin to kind of lose your interest, so I want to try and add some obstacles, maybe make just enough stuff to make the player interested in what they're playing, because at the end of the day, you want to make an interesting level rather than a really long level. Just making the longer levels all simple. You might as well just make a straight road. Although from what I've seen, they've definitely been trying to make them a little bit more. I guess you could say they've been trying to make them look better, but I don't know. An accelerators level isn't something that personally sit down and play like properly. If I'm gonna do it, if I'm gonna play an accelerators level, it'll probably most likely always 100% be ironic. So don't even mention Desert Bus. That's a scary thought. And I've still completely forgotten to fix the emoticons. I like how I tried to remind myself earlier today and I still forgot. God, my memory doesn't serve me well. God. I guess the most iconic thing about Beta Rush would probably be it has like 50 bazillion buildings that are all sort of the same, so I'm trying to fix that up a little bit. Give it a little bit of that diversity in buildings and whatnot. I'm saying diversity like I know what it means, but you know, I probably really don't. Also, sorry if you can hear any like background noise, because yeah, I'm streaming this during the day, which probably isn't the best idea. Streaming during the day for me is like, it's kind of a dumb thing to do, but I figured I might as well do it because I'm probably gonna want to get my butt to bed a lot earlier tonight, because I have college stuff tomorrow. Thankfully, I'm not actually going to college to, you know, sit there and do learning stuff, I guess. Because that's all over. Well, for the moment anyway. Right, let's go ahead and add some of these triangular balloons. These are really cool. Also, if you really want to try and get an idea of what distance is, I'd recommend you play Nitronic Rush, which is its free version. It's like Distance, except when it was a student project. I mean, even for a game made by students, it's still a great game. It's got that really nice arcade-ish feel to it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Digipen actually made it into a full-out arcade machine. So you can actually play an arcade version of Nitronic Rush at Digipen somewhere. I'm assuming it's in Seattle, but what do I know? I'm probably going to want to try and add some more obstacles to this little part, because I got beamed there. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when I compare this level to what it was before I started reworking the entire thing, this is actually pretty good. Oh yeah, thanks Bluesma. Yeah, that's what Plasma's just linked as what you could say the free version of Distance, or the thing that it's kind of a spiritual successor to, because it's being developed by more or less the same people. Just some of the people have gone and, you know, they've gone their separate ways to do their own things. But it's more or less kept the same aesthetic. In fact, I'm using the Nitronic assets, which, you know, most people can't get. And I'm trying to recreate some Nitronic levels because, let's be honest, who doesn't love themselves some Nitronic Rush? Yes, the Sussex. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot I got rid of that teleport, didn't I? Completely forgot. Well, either way, that's the first stage of Beta Rush that you just saw there. The first stage that nobody can really play, but people know I'm working on it, because I've been tweeting about it like it's nobody's business. And I should probably really stop, because that's pretty much the only thing that I've tweeted about. So, but then, I guess, it's one of the more ambitious levels I've made so far. Because when I first looked at it, I thought, it's a bit horrible, actually. For example, if we go ahead and pull up the original one. Oh wait, hang on, this is even more updated than it was, isn't it? Hang on. I guess the real way to get it would just to be go down here and find it. Alright, let's see. Gotta make sure that these green levels, or at least most of them, are not mine. Oh, there we go. Found the workshop version of Beta Rush. Now we can crack it open and really see what it was back then. And as you can see, like, I guess for its time it wasn't too bad. But now that I look at it, it looks horrible. The blooms are all over the place. Their obstacles are kind of bad. Bad is not even a word to describe it, really. The roads, I've tried to leave the roads more or less the same, but then, I don't know. I guess you could call the new Beta Rush its own level at this point, but there is no denying that I have reworked it really. Yeah, there's no Sussex poster, which just... it's not good. Also, these cooling rings, absolutely, definitely not plasmas. Promise. This tube tunnel thing, that's a thing. Plusmo made that. Because compared to me, Plusmo is actually talented when it comes to making levels. I mean, like, have you seen some of the levels that they've made? It's like, it's crazy. Some of the recent levels with the new animators, just, they're mind-blowing, you know. I think once we get far enough through the stream, I'll actually play a few of them, because these things really need to... they really deserve to be in a stream or some videos, and you know, they have to be seen by people, because this isn't something that I can just brush under the rug and say it's not good, because I don't know, I would personally hurt myself if I said that. Too much. Like when I saw the distance theme, like horror level that Plasma made, it was mind blowing. You know, at first I thought it was just there for design, but then when I saw that thing on the workshop, I was like, oh my lord. Well, I mean, it has the distance, like, pretty much official banner on it, so you know what, screw it, we might as well play it. And it's like the most mind-blowing thing ever. It's a great way to start off with the new animator component. Like, compared to what this level editor was back then, like, it's grown a lot. Like, you can do way more with it now than you could before. The possibilities for making levels are just insane. Plusmo's gonna cry. Rip. Okay, let's go ahead and I think I should probably not make these things as bright so that they blend in with the road, because yeah, it'll probably confuse the player a little bit. Like before, for anyone who's watched previous streams, they'll probably know that I've actually done way more with this before. Except this entire purple stage just got completely beamed. Alright, see you again, so... But yeah, this stage got completely deleted and reworked because, I don't know, I just felt it wasn't good enough. At least for a Nitronic level anyway, because... You know, if you've played Nitronic Rush, you'd know it's anything but a straight track. That's got a lot going on. Yeah, let's go ahead and make these roads a little bit bigger, because the player's not going to be able to see them very well. Of course, I don't have to make them perfect, because that's what the kill grid is. Okay. No. I want to try and make some nice looking data traffic. I wouldn't be surprised, Plusma. I really wouldn't be surprised. I was considering doing another Starbound stream today, but I figured it's probably a time I took a little break from Starbound, plus I don't want to stay up too late today, because yes, college stuff is happening. I'm probably gonna feel horrible when I get up tomorrow. Not that I need to get up early, but I do want to get up, you know, reasonably early so that I can actually make it on time. Because I've got another course waiting for me, essentially. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot Snap is actually a thing, isn't it? Hang on, what was it again? I believe it was... Shift? No, shift's just like the slow movement. Alt. It doesn't allow you to select anything at all. Was it? Oh wait, no, it definitely won't be Control Shift. It won't be Control Alt either. What was it again? Oh, Control. Maybe just because I'm really far from it and I can't actually see it. Oh yeah, you can see that it's kind of a jittery movement. Yeah. Thanks for that, Plusmo. I completely forgot. Like, Snap, as I've heard anyway, is one of like the most, if not, well actually yeah, it probably is one of the most important tools. I've just never used it myself. Oh, Control C. What does that do? I wonder what that does. Oh wow, yeah. This is actually a lot easier than I previously thought it would be. One. There we go. If I just... I'm probably gonna make a few of these little tracks here going across the map. So it just makes the maps, like, the track itself feel a little bit more alive, like you're actually going through a city in which people are actually living in. It's not just a standard racetrack. For sure, having a great track is good and all, but you really want to make sure that it looks nice as well. I mean, if you're Snow State, then this is all just laughable stuff. Because Snow State somehow manages to pull it off anyway, because they're Snow State. You don't mess with Snow State. You do not mess with Snow State, or Ashmole, or Crispy. They're the devs for a reason. I can remember Snow State was actually following me on Twitter once. I think they probably unfollowed me because I spam memes constantly on my Twitter. I swear that has to be probably one of the most unprofessional things ever. You'd have thought that, you know, ever since I started trying to make levels and all that, and having it sort of tied to my YouTube, I would have tried to be a little bit more professional, but nope. I'm still me. With classy memes. But then again, you can never have too much memes. Like, let's be honest. Everyone loves a cheeky meme. Alright, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm just gonna paste the colors for the time being, and then I'll go ahead and rework them a little bit later, but I want to make sure that I can kind of see where I'm making this track. There we go. Got a nice little wall of buildings there. Probably look quite nice. Just put some more buildings like throughout the whole thing, and it actually makes you feel like you're racing through a city, which is great. That's what we want. Okay, so this part of the track will probably and this is where I begin to get some problems, because I need to try and figure out where I want to put my trucks. Do I even want to teleport over? Actually, did I update the Sosek poster? Let's see, what is this? Okay, that's the workshop posters. That's the posters that I rarely use. Oh, Half-Life 3, can't show that. Okay, let's see. That's that thing. That is that other thing. Okay, these are all Half-Life posters. Electronic poster, that's an electronic penguin thing. Yep. Most of them are either from F-Zero, Plusmo, and they're probably also particles. Oh. Okay, that's Soseg. It's still Soseg. I didn't update it. How could I? There we go, got the big thing. Let's go ahead and quickly make another custom object. Where is it? Around here somewhere. Ah, I can see it. Basic. One. Create a custom object of a custom object. Actually, let me just make sure that I can drop down all of this. Oh, name. There we go. And create the custom object. Poster. I don't know if you can have spaces or not, but no, screw it. Give it a try. And it looks like the level editor froze. That's nothing new. So in this case, the way I test if a level editor froze is if I could get up close and personal with these little gizmos here. And I basically can't select anything. I can't enter play mode or... Yeah, it's definitely frozen. Let's go ahead and get... I wonder what's inside a gizmo. Absolutely nothing. Who could have guessed? But there you go. Now you know what a gizmo looks like. Up close. Because usually that resizes themselves as you get closer and further away. Well, I can't necessarily save it, so... Sucks for me, but what can I do? I didn't lose too much actually, so... I was trying to make Beta Infection, and then I just sort of gave up on it. Because Beta Rush was much more of a bigger priority. Because Beta Infection, it was... I think I started working on it like right after Beta Rush. And I basically never saw the light of day. Right, now we should have a Sosek post somewhere around here. Okay, that's just the Nitronic poster. Ah, here we go, the classic Sourcing poster. Got the little tubes for the pipes. That's more workshop posters. Okay. So we've got quite a bit to we've got quite a bit to rework again. So should probably start trying to. Oh, hello. Oh, never mind. It's all good. Whew, I thought I broke the editor for a second. Completely. That would not have been good. Like, that would have been really bad. Okay, so copy the colors from that. And... oh, save again. I didn't do anything. But save just because. Some people will probably find it a little bit strange on how I do stuff, but I don't know. Like how I make these levels. I mean, compared to other people, I probably do it in one of the most hardest ways possible. Like, I just make it unnecessarily hard for myself, but, you know, I've always been like that, so there's nothing necessarily new here. But this is nice and large. There we go. And I just realized the track that I made is kind of gone. That's not good. But that's okay, because now I can probably make a better one. Yeah, that's what I do every time. It just makes it a little bit easier to move around in the editor. Okay, let me go ahead and use that snap trick. Like, literally, this thing's like amazing. Holy moly. Okay. There we go. That's what we wanted. You. Right. I guess we make some cheese. I'm not gonna lie though, the first time Torched randomly managed to join these little streams, I was actually kind of surprised because I didn't even notice that Twitter actually automatically tweeted whenever I was streaming. So I'm guessing Torch probably saw that and decided to come in. Which of course that rarely happens, to me anyway. I don't know how often the devs actually participate in live streams. But hey, at least now we know it happens. Although they really still need to follow Plusmo, just saying. Twitch, if you ever watch this, please just follow Plusmo. I mean, come on, it has to happen soon. Just sooner or later. Right, I'll move this building to the side a bit, then like that. Alright, let's see. I could probably make like a really large road. Okay, there we go. And okay, do I want to? Yeah, you know, I'll probably have it continue to the right, at least from my perspective, anyway. So let's go ahead and turn it to the right. Come on, don't drag. Come on, there we go. And move it up a bit. There we go. Now I could just pop some buildings in between, and it'll maybe some tunnels, some more decorative objects, and that could actually look pretty good at some point, kind of like that blue stage over there. Except now the stage will be a little bit more interesting to look at and play through because, good God, like back then it was nice to look at, but then it began to feel kind of empty and boring, and I looked at it and I was kind of disappointed. So, how's that? Ooh, okay, right. Okay. Also, here's another thing that I'll do. Go ahead. Oh wait, hang on. That's all the way back here. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna want to try and reduce the view distance that the player can actually see, because seriously, this level can really lag you out very quickly. We'll go ahead and activate infinite cooldown. I mean, come on, this level's nowhere near to getting released. Basically me. Every time. Right, let's go ahead and... Okay, so just like that, I can actually see the tracks from, like, well, like, miles away, so we're gonna want to fix that. Yeah. And in my case, I kind of do have a lot of objects. I have a lot of very large objects as well, which probably doesn't help. So let's go ahead and... Also, if you've been using the distance level editor, you can actually press F8 to bring up the menu again. Which is quite interesting. I'm gonna need to find the biodome that's... Yeah. I believe it's this one. And if I go ahead and reduce the skybox there... Oh, just like that. Hey presto. Look at that. Works like a charm. Okay, right, there we go. And my car has gone into sort of like an idle mode there, that's okay. The thing that really kills this game, for me, is when I enable real-time reflections. When I do that, that's it, the game dies instantly. I go from, you know, my casual 56 FPS to like 30. So... Magic sausage. Yes, I agree. Okay, let's see. I don't know what time it is. It is... it's only 9 o'clock. I mean, I really have to start fixing up my sleeping pattern, so... because... I'm gonna have a very hard time. Oh, that was the door. People are constantly slamming doors. And this... is why I never stream during the day. Okay, let's go ahead and... we might as well just change this value for all the biodomes. Actually, did that? Actually, screw it. We could probably reduce it even more. Yeah. If you have a high-end GPU, then you probably won't notice, but, you know, for a level like Beta Rush, this thing can really, very quickly die. In most cases. Okay, so, yeah, it looks like we've greatly reduced it as a whole, so I reckon if I were to get back to it, we should have a nice, stable frame rate. I don't know. I mean, I guess I've been able to utilize GPUs as well. Just keep in mind, I'm pretty sure these developers know what they're doing. In terms of like what engines they're working with, because, you know, if I've been making Nitronic Rush, like, all lightweight, well, at least in most cases, then, I don't know, they've probably figured out some kind of way to make it GPU bound as well. But then again, I'm not a dev, so I wouldn't know at all. Unless Torch decides to come here and answer these kind of questions. Which they probably won't because they're busy, but hey. Still, that one encounter really surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. It just sort of came out of the blue. I was like, hang on. How did Torch find out? And then I realized they actually follow me on Twitter. And then I got notifications on Twitter, because I completely forgot to change the game again. Okay, right. I should probably stop playing the level and actually continue editing it. Let's go ahead and automatically update all of biodomes. Oh, this one seems even... Actually, speaking of the infected zone, probably gonna want to do that. Seriously though, I can't help but constantly lose myself in my own level. Like, whenever I start playing a level from the very beginning, I always seem to get to the end, and I forget why I was playtesting in the first place. Then I exit back to editing mode, and all of a sudden I see what I changed, and I just sit there for it for like 5 minutes and just wonder, why do I make levels? Like, I might as well just play these things and share them with no one. You know, I might just go ahead and get rid of this, because I might as well just utilize that infected zone instead. Because at the moment it's a bit... I wouldn't necessarily say that one was... It didn't have anything that was unique from that one. Aside from the fact that it was smaller and maybe it had more obstacles, but I'm gonna change that one to have more obstacles instead, because it's an infected zone, you know, it has to be all spooky, scary. And next, really give me the kicker today. No. All of a sudden the mouse disappears. Because I keep forgetting I have a second monitor now. Oh god. Voice breaks aren't great. Let me go ahead and close the curtains over. There we go. Probably about time I started getting some lights up in here. Let me go ahead and bring up my custom... There we go. Custom keyboard lights. It's just when the flashing with rainbows, it's a bit difficult to see what you're trying to click. Which key you're pressing and whatnot. Whew. Okay. I should probably have Twitter like run in the background so I can just keep an eye on it. Because, of course, who doesn't want to have Twitter run in the background? But good god, is that bright. Okay, notifications. Oh. Luzmo's sharing my stuff. For good old streams again. Actually, I wonder what would happen if I retweeted Plusmo's tweet. Maybe, just maybe, it'd get noticed by Torched. For one day. Just one day. The day may not be today, or maybe it could. But what do I know? And this thing... Okay, no, that's okay. Don't let your memes be dreams. Okay, so what I'm probably gonna do here is I'm gonna make like a cluster building, because I don't actually think I've ever done that. Like, sure, I've grouped buildings together a little bit here, but to make... Oh god. To make a nice cluster of them, I could probably really add to the decoration a little bit. Plus it allows you to kind of make your own custom one. Okay. Can't necessarily see because of this chat app, but kind of need to be able to interact with the chat. So, you know what? Sacrifices must be made. Either way. There we go. Got a nice little cluster here. And hopefully... Okay, I just feel like an idiot now. I was looking over to my stream and now I'm trying to interact with a game that's being shown in OBS. And I just moved it by accident. Or at least... Oh wait, no. Never mind. Never mind, I didn't. Okay, that's good. Whew. I didn't ruin everything. What am I doing with my life? Like, I'm looking over to OBS because most of the time the chat there is a little bit less delayed than it is in Restream. And now I'm trying to interact with distance that's being essentially previewed on OBS. Now I'm just questioning why I exist. Well, at least I'm not the only one who's done it then. So, that's something that I can at least feel good about. Let's go ahead and do some more buildings. This looks absolutely perfect. Actually, you know what? The player probably won't notice it unless they, like, fully stop here and they actually look at it. Of course, to anyone watching it, obviously will, because I just called it out, but still. From back here, actually it looks okay. It doesn't look that great, but hey, it doesn't look too bad either, so I'll take it. Let's go ahead and enable real-time reflections. Let's go ahead and just push distance a little bit. Yeah, that is true. There isn't that much of a variety when it comes to Nitronic Rush buildings. Okay, let's turn depth of field on. Let's real-time reflections on Ultra, because obviously Film Grain, I don't play with Film Grain personally. Shadow quality, mate, bump that thing up. And now let's watch as my frame rate takes a dip. And I'm still playing on 70s. I'm playing it on around like 80 FPS. So, that's actually not too bad when you think about it. But then, the game kind of focuses on some other buildings in the background, and then my frame rate just takes a dip. Well, hey, at least it looks good, though, right? Actually, you know, this isn't the place that I should be effectively, like, stressing my PC. The places you want to go to. Oh, now you're just playing with fire. Now we're just playing with fire right here. You know what? We'll do that. Ah, yes, there we go. 43 frames per second. Which, mind you, is still pretty good, considering I'm playing at, like, the max settings. Like, the best settings pretty much possible. I mean, I don't know, you could turn on Film Grain, it wouldn't necessarily do anything, as far as I'm aware, but real-time reflections, oh, there we go. We've dropped into the 30s now. And just like that, with just a few settings tweaks, it basically makes the game kill itself. Mind you, I am using some of the most GPU dependent settings the game has to offer. But if I go ahead and turn those off, I'll climb back up to around maybe a good 80 or something FPS, at least in this scene. Whenever I test stuff on Beta Rush, I always make sure I never have any of these free settings on, because that's just playing with fire. That's horrible. I know I could have used the best anti-aliasing, but I don't know, I decided to turn that down, because you never know. There we go. 101, 106, so yeah, somewhere around the hundreds to maybe the 80s. So you can still have optimal performance, but I don't know. I'd never use VSync, I don't know. I could use VSync, but I can't actually remember whether my monitor supports... Oh wait, no, apparently I do have a 1440p monitor. Or something like that. Because it seems to... Oh wait, no. It's not 1440p, jeez. Why would I even... I'm not that rich, jeez. These monsters are expensive, that's just scary when I think about it. My GPU, I can hear my GPU scream. Good god. I completely forgot, like, most of the time, like, back then, this game used to go down to a good 30 or so FPS, but I forgot my monitor can actually support VSync for 60. But, I don't know. I could just use VSync, actually. That'd probably be a good idea. Yep. And just like that. Alright, let's stop playing my level. And let's get back to editing, because I've got quite a bit of work to be done. I need to stop getting carried away so much, but I can't help it for some reason. It just happens all the time. See, in the level editor, that's where my frame rate really gives me a kick. Actually, I wonder if I just turn down the settings on in the actual game, maybe, because as far as I'm aware, the view distance actually did kind of matter in this game. Well, let's go ahead and take off the view distance a bit. Of course you get it. See, anyone with a near view distance probably won't notice a single thing, because I've basically more or less turned it down as far as I can anyway. Either way, let's... Nope, still about 30 frames, so... I guess that blue stage is the thing that really gives you the kicker. So... Just a word of warning then. If you don't have the best PC, or if your PC isn't, you know, particularly beefy or just mid-end, prepare to watch as your... Prepare to watch your computer kind of turn into a toaster, I guess. Because, yeah, it's not gonna have a good time. I can rest assure you. Look at that, even my PC is struggling. Yep. I guess I could probably also show off what I try to do for beta infection at some point. Also, the Sentinel's watching hasn't exactly been updated since the last time I showed it off. Actually, now that you think about it, now that you made me think about it, yeah, you could actually make toast with your computer. If only somebody made a USB powered toaster. God, I would love to just, you know, have some bread next to me. Just make a cheeky bit of that toast, you know, whilst playing distance. Sure, it sounds stupid, but hey, you know what? I've brought some pretty stupid things in the past. So, I wouldn't exactly complain. If I can make toast at my desk, then that's perfect. I mean, I could just go ahead and buy me just a normal toaster, but then, you know, that's what normies do, you know. The real people, you know, the smart people have it attached to a USB, because quite frankly, I don't exactly have anywhere to plug a toaster into. Like, all of my plugs are essentially being utilized by either the PC, a lamp, or my laptop, like, at any given moment. And even if I use the plug that's being utilized by my laptop when I'm not using it, I would have to put that toaster on my bed. Which is probably not the safest thing to do. You know? So... But a USB powered toaster, yeah, that would solve all of your problems. Actually, now that you mention it, I still need a... You know what? After that little interview I've got at college tomorrow, I'm gonna go put some money into my bank because I've still got like 60 or so pounds left. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that throw pillow. Like, I just made it ironically, but I really want it now. I also want one of the stickers as well. And when you think about it, like $15 is... It's not too bad actually. Considering you get the pillow and the absolutely lovely Martine emote. To anyone who's confused by this, yeah, it's just something that's in my own cancer server. My own cancer Discord, and yeah. I wouldn't really bother worrying about it too much. I'm not actually selling out. Not yet anyway. By the way, you can actually buy a limited edition Atom t-shirt, you know, just follow the link below. I don't know, I can't personally see myself ever doing that. Because let's be honest, ironically making a throw pillow. Like literally, I mainly made it so I can buy it myself later. But I guess, you know. Oh, hey, same flame. Yeah, I'm doing something a little different to Starbound today. There are still people chatting in the background. I'm still kind of surprised. Usually by this time, this entire house would be more or less quiet, but then again, who am I to speak? Okay, right. It's great to have a nice cup of tea just next to me. Although, mind you, most of the time I make black tea for myself because I drink black tea. But in this case, I went downstairs, you know, popped the kettle on, I got my tea ready. Now, we get our tea in like little packets here because, you know, my mom decides to be like, you know, we don't have that much money, you know, we can't afford tea. So she brings it back from work most of the time. Don't judge me. Either way. Now most of these packets, they contain like different flavored tea as well. So, you know, usually the one that I get to, the black tea and different flavored tea is all like usually sorted out within the little box that we have it. And so, you know, I tear open the bag up, put some sugars in, and just wait for the kettle to boil. As soon as I pour in the water, I realized the tea that I'm about to make isn't black tea. And I realized that at like the literal moment that I'm pouring the water in to the cup. And then I just sit there in complete defeat, knowing that I just made a completely different tea. It was a sad day. Yeah, just come to the UK. You'll be having this stuff like pretty much constantly. But then again, I'd also love to try out some US food as well. Press T to pay respects. I know that's at F, but we're gonna press T to self-destruct. I reckon, should I play some multiplayer? Or at least should I try to play some multiplayer? during the stream. Because I reckon that could be quite nice. Let me go ahead and like move the roads a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna wanna play some kill grids here so that, you know, don't want people to cheat, you know, don't want people to skip this track. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be the one making this server though, because oh, my antivirus is advertising to me. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and place down this building, and let's go ahead and get a kill grid so that, you know, we don't want those filthy cheaters to yeah, no, I'm sorry, but even I can't say that with a straight face. Seriously, when they said cheating, I just looked at them and I was like, you're new to this game, aren't you? Like, I don't think they knew that you get these abilities specifically because the devs kind of encourage you to skip the track to get the best time possible. But then again, what do us filthy cheaters know, you know? Okay. So, let's see, we've been streaming. Wow, we've already streamed for an hour? Man, time flies. Okay, you know what? Given the fact that we've just pretty much streamed for over an hour, let's go ahead and play one of Plusmo's levels. We'll get back to it. Get back to the good old-fashioned editor. Okay, never mind, that's Ground Zero Sprint. I mean, we could play Ground Zero, but... Ah, here we go, Abandoned Nightmare. This is the one that I really want to show off, because this one looks good. This one, when I saw it, I was just like, I was bamboozled. So, full credit to Plusmo here. Actually, hang on. We need to let people see this level in all its glory, right here. That means... Draw distance, far. Real-time reflections, ultra. Shadows, I usually keep shadows off, because... Come on, who needs shadows? There we go. There's the good stuff. It looks like the frame rate's down a little bit. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and turn off real-time reflections then. I guess we're gonna have to do it. Let's see. Actually, is depth of field still on? Okay, no. Good. I want to make sure of it. Shadow quality, yeah. Detailed lighting, obviously we have to leave that on. There we go. Now we've got a nice sturdy 60 FPS. There we go. Now, I genuinely feel like this level needs to get some attention. Even on videos. Ooh, what the heck was that? I just temporarily like murdered my frames for like a second though. Oh, there we go. We've got a nice horror level made by yours truly, Plusmo. You know, the mod that's just sitting there. Because seriously though, this really needs some attention. Because I mean, if there's one person, like I've never seen someone recreate the flippin' horror tunnel from Adventure 2.0. I mean, come on. Like, this level is just... It's too perfect. At least in my eyes. It's more perfect than a perfectly generic item in Starbound. And that may be just a bit too perfect. Some people might question whether Plusmo is actually a dev. And look at that. I can't barely reach the end zone. End zone, please. There we go. I'm still waiting to see the day that Plusmo recreates the flippin' Archaeac virus, aka the new virus spirit thing that they've added. Go ahead and we need to play some more of those newer levels that Plusmo has made. Ah, yes. This is the... Now we're talking. This one needs some attention as well. I mean, I know I've played it in past streams, but this one, when I played it, I was actually generally surprised to see how good this one was. There we go. Let's go ahead and play through this one, because obviously this one is really nice as well. I believe this one was made before the animators came out. So Plusmo was already at it with all the fancy doors and everything. It's just now we've got animators, and you can actually animate objects and make all sorts of fancy shenanigans. There's a secret to this level in which I'll actually replay this, because yeah. Or do I wanna? Yeah, the good old radical update. There we go, got all Lost Society. Or at least a sector of it. Okay, there we go. A sector of it, yes. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I am actually surprised I survived that. Oop. There we go. I should really be using a controller for this, but you know what, I might as well go ahead and be a keyboard pleb. Because if there's one thing that I know I'm really good with a keyboard, is thruster boosting. Or thruster flying, whatever people call it. Thruster flying is... it's perfect. You can actually get an achievement for it now, if you don't use wings in Departure. And yes, this car does have wings. Do not question this game's logic. Yep. Thrustering, yes. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and see if I still have it. There we go. Now, compared to most people, I'm pretty bad at it, but hey, at least I can do it. And this is the no gravity zone, so falling is pretty much the least of my worries here. Let's go ahead and activate wings, because if there's anything that I've realized is thruster boosting in zero gravity is a bit of a nightmare. Now usually this is another place where the game kind of drops frames, but since I've got real-time reflections disabled, we don't have to worry about that. Ow. Yes, wings save. Wings will always save. There we go. Got the classic drone here. Sure, I'm not gonna dodge it the usual way. Oh, now of course it still decides to ruin my day anyway, because, come on. Is it really gonna make it that easy for me? Right. Ow. These drones are really unforgiving sometimes, you just don't know when they'll drop. And there was a turn though. Probably not the best place to jump. Yeah. Cooling. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that was intentional. It absolutely was. Don't worry. The game definitely isn't buggy sometimes. Yep. I'm actually quite glad I caught that. Because now I can laugh at it every time I see it. I think what happened was the drone got confused which road I was on. Hey, Same Flame. Welcome to the stream. Beep, beep. Yeah, it looks like the drone probably just got confused which road I was on since it was like a split road. I think it thought I was approaching one of the other roads. And it was like, oh, I gotta beat them to it. And then it thought wrong. We've got a nice horror stage to this. 5 minutes and 26, well, effectively over, just over 5.5 minutes, so do we have that? Gotta get those wall rides here. Right, you know, let's go ahead and restart this level, because there's one thing extra that we're gonna wanna play through. But no, it's not that. I believe, there it is. There we go. Now we get to play through Nitronic Rush. Except if this isn't Nitronic Rush, it's Distance. I really like the way Plusmo made his Nitronic tracks, because yes. I mean, sure, whenever I make my Nitronic tracks, they're okay, but they could certainly use some reworks. Yeah, I figured that. Oh, we got some spikes there. Gotta be wary of those. And just using that sector alone can get you a really good time on this. So if you didn't already know that, well, now you know. Now let's watch as these drones decide to obliterate me in an instant again. Right, let's go ahead and see if I can trick this one into doing it. Nah, I didn't do it. It really didn't do it. That's... I cry. I didn't get a side wheeler. No. I'm going the other way. Screw you. Yep. It's a shame I couldn't recreate that. Oh. Didn't thrust a boost properly. There we go. And back to the stage. You know, the classic Distance. AKA the ancient zone, or whatever you call them. Beep beep lettuce. There we go. I believe I still have like an old beta version of Distance, so I might actually try and install and livestream that one day. Because heck, who doesn't want to see what this game was like before? Although the sad part is, we still won't get to see the Warp Anchor in action. I forever missed the Warp Anchor. I can't exactly remember. Hang on, I've got the install somewhere around here, but I'm gonna have to. Just gonna go see really quick. Once this level's finished, I'll. And just like that, we've got a silver medal. I mean, if I didn't suck at this game, I probably would have gotten a much better medal, but let's be honest, I'm not that good. Let's get a good old file explorer going here, and I can't remember where I put it. It was somewhere in here. Oh wait, no, I must have moved it. Archive, yeah, here we go, distance, and this is, I believe, oh wait, no, that's the incorrect archive. Yeah, it is a build 3000 and something, but I can't exactly remember which one. Games and stuff that's not on Steam, distance, okay, no, that's... Okay, never mind, that's the Steam library. Backups, distance, and for some reason there's a video in there. Games, nope. I have to look across like 3 drives. Dang it, where did I put it? Was it on my laptop now? God, it's getting a bit hot in there. Yeah, it's probably somewhere around E drive. Next mod manager, nope, that's not the one. Archive, nope. Would it be this? Nope, that's just a Starbound backup. Mods. Oh, that's a suite of apps for distance. Terraria save files, servers, Steam library. Nope. It doesn't look like I have it on this computer, it's probably on my laptop somewhere. Actually, let me go ahead and pull my laptop out here. Let's see if we can find it. Hopefully I didn't delete it by accident. Let's just go ahead and kick back a bit. There we go. And now let's see where I put it. Because I know it would be around here somewhere. I just don't know where. Downloads. Would it be in downloads? Not in this case, at least. Okay, I have a lot of distance folders that I could go through, so... It really... I know it would be around here somewhere, it's just... The real question is, where did I put it? I stuffed it in somewhere, it's just... I can't remember where. Unless it's on one of my USB backups. That wouldn't be surprising either. Okay, that's my meme collection. We don't want that. Nope. USB 1, USB 2. Backups. Nope. Games. Distance. Oh, that's an actual install file. Electronic Rush. Nope. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, yes, I did. I did have Distance and Nitronic Rush running off a USB stick. Don't judge me. Would it be this? Nope. Projects? No, obviously it wouldn't be projects because this isn't my project. Got a bunch of menu levels. I really can't remember where I put it. Is it just being games? Distance baited. Yeah, I really don't know where it is. I did have it somewhere around here though. Hmm. Interesting. Well, let's just browse through some of these folders, and if I can't find it then I guess I'll probably have to find it for the next stream. Ah, here it is. Here we go. Okay, so I have two archived versions here. It's Distance Beta build 3053, or 3053, and Distance Beta 4491. So I've got two classic builds. We got that. Yes, don't judge me, I have a meme collection. Yeah. I have some nice legacy builds. Sure, I'm not California, but I've got my own little archive, I guess you could say. Which, mind you, I still need to move that over to my main PC. Because obviously Kali, they'd have like probably the first version to ever have gone live. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to play around with some legacy versions, but... Right, let's go ahead and see what I've made here. Okay, Electronic Utopia. Oh! Well, in that case, I've got some interesting... I've got a nice interesting build, I guess. Oh, we've got that classic Nitronic Rush music in the background, because I forgot. It does look like it. Yeah, I will do. Gotta keep the legacy versions here somewhere. To be fair, most of everything that was in the dev folder, well, anything that I was looking for, like the Nitronic core and whatnot, and the warp anchor, it wasn't there. And I was like, cry. I believe the version that California should have probably does contain the warp anchor, but I don't know. I might ask them. See if they can spare a version that actually does have the warp anchor, because I do want to play around with it a little bit more. Because back then I was pretty inexperienced with. So there's that. Because I think if you look back at one of my screenshots, yeah, will do. I'm not gonna lie though, seeing the Nitronic core in all its glory again would be really good. But then again, I don't blame them if they were a bit skeptical if I didn't actually have the DRM-3 version. Red Sword. Oh wait, that was the test thing. Yeah, that's not my level. That's Plusmo's level. I keep forgetting to delete a bunch of these levels from my thing. Okay, test. What was this? I guess let's play through Unknown Revamped. This is one of those levels, like this is effectively my first level, just remade into something like, if I made Unknown today, this is what it would be like, essentially. I've added some nice eye candy. Of course I'm gonna probably have to re-update it again, because animators is now a thing, and you never, oh, okay, you know, oh wait, no, that's report bug. Whoops. Let me go ahead and see how many frames I'm actually getting on this level. 98, 115. Actually, now that I think about it, we should totally play Plusmo's first map. I'm sure everyone would agree that Plusmo has made a quality first map. Don't worry, we'll give your first map some love as well. This is how you play the game. Satan has no chill. Satan will not calm down. To be fair, it wasn't as bad. Like, when I compare it to my first level, you know, it's not too bad. I mean, it's playable. Plus, from all the levels, you can't really expect much. Because back then, we didn't really have the stuff that we have today. So, I might wanna try and I guess the best thing you can do is just update it. But don't worry, I'll make sure to save a nice legacy version so that we all know that how good it was before you update it. And that's why I also decided to save Unknown, or at least this new one, as its own level. Because I want people to remember how bad the first one was. Like, the first one was horrible. Anyone can agree. Especially if you ask me. That was... oh, it was a thing. And it wasn't a thing I was particularly proud of. But it still exists, and you can, if you buy the game, you can actually still play it today. Assuming you have it on Steam. Because it's only on the Steam Workshop, I never really share these levels anywhere else. And this was, I believe, what is my attempt at the horror tunnel. Of course, by no means is this version any good. And I might have to, I'm probably going to try and update it a bit later. But other than that, it's my own, I guess. One flaw I've noticed with this is you can actually get past the teleporter by accident, so... I'm not gonna lie though, the warp anchor would have made everything so much better. Just transition between these sectors. A free spooky 5 me. It could have been more spooky. But, I don't know. This is probably gotta be one of my favourite scenes, because back then, it used to be just nothing more but... it was literally this part of a track with the end zone attached to it, and that was it. Like if we go over to community levels and search by author. There we go. Go all the way to the top because oh mate, we should play a Realms level. That's I'm not I don't see anything wrong with those. I mean, to be fair, they've gotten a lot better since the last time, at least since the first handful. And this was my level before I recreated it. It was very red. Because, you know, in my head, red meant spooky. Also, putting swords everywhere also meant spooky. Don't question it. It did. Okay. Oh god. Ah yes, the classic teleporters. God, these were... I mean, you know what? For a first level, I guess it's not bad. I mean, it has everything you'd probably want in a level, but the way I think the way I delivered it was just, it wasn't as great. So, you know. Like, I could have done a hell of a lot better back then even, but in this case, I didn't. I do have another version of the so-called revamped version. However, if you were to even dare to load that version up, it would more or less just take you back to the main menu. The level itself would just crash instantly. Like, we can even go ahead and test it on for ourselves. It'll either crash the game, or will just crash the level itself, so it'll just refuse to load. Ah yes, this pig stage. This... God, this stage makes me want to puke sometimes, whenever I see it. It's just, it looks horrible. Of course, nowadays, you know, when I've remastered it, it doesn't look so bad because, you know, all the colors kind of sort of blend in together, but Grey and Pig, what the heck was I thinking? That's probably an even worse idea. As far as I can recall, it all went so horribly wrong. And there you go, that was the whole thing. You found me, your price is in the post. Not really. Yes. We don't talk about that joke here. By the way, you only needed like... You could play this for like about... maybe even a good 10 minutes or so. And you could still get a diamond. So... But let's go ahead and, for obvious reasons, yep, there you go. It refused. It didn't like it whatsoever. Alright. Like, even if we did go ahead and try to load it in... Oh yeah, see you in a bit, please, man. I believe... Was it unknown? No, I think this was the... Oh. Okay. Yeah, this may have been this one. Because, like, there's absolutely nothing in here. So, just like that, we just broke my first level. Instantly. Also... Have you ever wanted to race around in Doom? Mind you, I still haven't gone close to finishing this, as most people would probably be able to see. But, you know, it's a thing. Also, I own the original Doom games now, so I'll probably make it even better. Beep. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to, I guess, Beta Rush. There we go. There we go. We got the classic Beta Rush. Yeah. And I guess we probably might wanna... I don't know. Of course the stage will look a heck of a lot better than what it used to look like, but... I don't know, I still need to figure out what to do to make a stage a little bit more fun to play on. Okay, cool, I don't have any other colours. Dead end. Turn it around like that. Probably make it a little bit better. Just as a whole. And let's just put like a tunnel there or something just to symbolize that the road is actually going somewhere. Of course, not that anyone would notice it, but I just like to have these things around just in case somebody does happen to come across this part of a track at some point. Because then it just sort of breaks the track for everyone. Alright, just like that. Even if a tunnel isn't too great, I mean, players aren't actually going to be able to get to this area because there's a kill grid that will basically destroys the player before they can reach this point, but even then, just having this tunnel will make it a little bit more immersive, I guess. Okay, maybe that's a bit too... just a bit too long for a balloon. There we go. Stretch this thing out nicely. Give it some colours, and put it over to the side a bit, and do the same again. Except maybe with a different building. Yeah. And just like that, we've got a building that sort of fits in quite nicely with the clusters. Also, sorry for the sudden frame drops, unfortunately. This section is it gives you a real hit to the performance. Yeah, I can see. Because I know you and Plusma were here before, and I realized I still had 2 viewers, so good to see that someone's still here. I know this is a bit different to my usual Starbound streams I did, but I don't know, I reckon it was time to get back to the editor a little bit and just make some, or continue working on this level. Because at the end of the day, even I want to see this thing in its full form, like in its complete form, on a workshop. So glad that you could stick around. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a Starbound stream today, because, yeah, those tend to last a lot long compared to the distance streams. So, and also I've got college stuff to do tomorrow, so that kind of doesn't help. But hey. I reckon what I'll do is, if I get over... What? Actually, no. I don't actually think I'll be streaming tomorrow when I get home from college. It kind of depends how I feel tomorrow. If I have the energy to stream. Because there are just days when I'm probably going to be kind of tired and whatnot. So, if I am tired, I probably won't stream. If I'm not tired, then I might do a cheeky stream. Because, let's be honest, even I can't stand streaming every now and again. Also, I'm actually considering on monetizing some of my videos. Well, at some point. Yeah, distance, I guess it really comes down to personal preference to, you know, if you like it or not. Like me, the reason this game stood out so much is because, first of all, the soundtrack was great. Of course, this isn't my favorite track. Pretty sure my favorite track in this game would be Continuum, which is like the soundtrack from the first level, but in this case, yeah, when I found the dev folder in the editor, let's just say it got me hooked. I couldn't stand, like, not playing this game for like a minute. Having it, like, I had to have it, like, literally everywhere I went. Like, this became essential to me. Which, you know, for anyone who has me added on Steam, you know, they can kind of see that Gmod was one of my first games. I still play it to this very day. But even then, this game, I've only had it for a year and I've instantly overtaken it. Pretty much. It's a great game. It may not be for everyone, but in my case, I love this game to bits. I'm glad I found this gem on Steam. I'm not gonna lie, the community for this game is even better. They're really encouraging when it comes to creating levels. They give you a bunch of feedback on what to make better. So, I enjoy this game a lot, and its community. The devs, like I said earlier, are also really active. They've been pretty quiet for the past couple months. Actually, no, not even months, it was like weeks. But yeah, that's because they're working on a new version of Adventure Mode, and you know, when they go quiet, it usually means... the last one I made, the last one I played, I believe, was it that red one? If it was the red one, then yes, that was my first level that I ever made. Not all levels I play on these streams are actually mine, but the ones that I make and look at are mostly mine. Oh, thanks. I mean, to be fair, for a first level, at least back at that time, it was actually okay. Sure, when I look back at it, it's kind of laughable, but I don't know. It was a good level nonetheless. That's why I decided to go ahead and revamp it a little bit and make it better. At least in terms of playing on a newer version of this game anyway. Alright, let's see, where will I spawn? Oh yeah, I need to turn off real-time reflections because that's gonna get me. Frame-wise. There we go. So, yeah. Either way, ever since that level, I've basically gotten way better with the level editor. And to be fair, when you first start, it can feel a bit overwhelming, but my advice is just don't give up. Just keep on pushing. Yeah. I don't know, I found streaming a little bit easier than just making a video, because first of all, making a video and uploading it for me takes a long time, plus I can't really upload that much footage. For me, I like streams more, because I can actually interact with the viewers, and heck, you never know, I might show somebody that one game that they might actually like. It also becomes even more interesting when you can get feedback in real time. Sure, it's no Discord server, but hey. You can do that in the distance Discord, but to get some feedback from your viewers is also good. Yeah, for me, like, my internet is absolutely horrible. I mean, I know I could use my phone's internet to upload, you know, just a generic episode, but then again, where's the fun in that? So, personally, I find streams just a little bit more entertaining to make, because that way, everyone, you can actually see that your videos and your streams are actually getting you somewhere. Whereas a video, most of my videos just went unnoticed, mostly. The only ones that were noticed would have been the ones that would have been featured on workshop pages and whatnot, but other than that, that was it. Also, streaming is that one thing that got me to use my mic finally. Because back then, I used to use my mic, but jeez, I was some squeaky 11-year-old. It was, it probably wouldn't have been the most interesting thing to watch, so it's good to see that my channel has actually gotten a lot better since. It was pretty horrible back then. Like, the microphone quality was just awful. Like, I understand that 11-year-olds do make videos, but oof. Actually, yeah, I do stream on YouTube Gaming as far as I'm aware, but I think YouTube and YouTube Gaming actually share the stream. So I don't know, if you go over to YouTube Gaming, you'll still be able to find the stream as well. I don't know. I always thought that was strange myself, but I guess it's just YouTube. Okay, there we go, got some nice buildings here. Yeah, I don't really know. It seems to carry over to normal YouTube and gaming. Why does it? It's just, it's YouTube. Who am I to judge, really? There we go. So I've given myself infinite cooldown, just to fly around the map a little bit and get a feel for it. Of course, these maps are huge, and in VR they're even... It kind of makes you question whether what you're playing is even distance anymore. For those of you who are wondering, yes, this game does support VR. In fact, this is the VR mode right here. Of course, I don't have a VR headset currently, but I've made my own, what I'd call the poor man's VR, you know, using Trinus and whatnot. But yeah, this is what's known as the cockpit view. You can actually play this right now. You don't need a VR headset to play within the cockpit view, but that's effectively what you'd call the VR mode. If I was playing VR, I wouldn't exactly be able to access the level editor, though I'm not gonna lie. The level editor in VR would be funny. I can imagine what making levels would be like in VR. It's a pretty crazy thought, actually, and I'd love to see it, like the devs actually take a shot at it. Because if I'm not mistaken, actually wait, no, the way they played, because I believe Refract themselves, you know, the devs of this game, actually went ahead and played this game in VR and actually got the level editor to work. But that's because they used like virtual desktop or something similar. It wasn't exactly virtual desktop, but it was similar, because, you know, you have to pay money for virtual desktop. You know, not great. I believe it's called something like Big Screen VR or something. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head, but it's similar. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I have me a cardboard-like headset. In fact, my first VR headset was effectively a Google Cardboard. My auntie worked like some kind of factory or something, and she brought back one of those. Viewmaster, yeah. The one that I'm currently using right now is called Merge, and it's like a nice sort of... It's a nice foamy headset. It feels really nice when you put it on, compared to the, you know, the really horribly made, like, it was modded essentially, the cardboard that I had. I modded it so that you can actually keep it on your head whilst playing the game. And you can actually, if you use something like Trinus or RiftCat, and your PC is also relatively decent, you can actually play some nice VR games. Of course, it does come with its fair share of limitations, but if you want to fork some money over, like, I don't know, a couple pounds over to get yourself some, like, a Leap Motion, then I suppose you can get room scale VR to work, but, you know, if you just got a Vive, it would probably be a lot easier. Except it costs an arm and a leg and maybe a kidney. Because, let's be honest, the prices that they pull out for VR itself is, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit much. Especially if you've forked enough money over to just build yourself a godlike PC. It's kind of sad that all the rich kids can afford it, and, you know, those that don't really get much money can't. I could have technically been able to afford an Oculus Rift, but yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. Like, I could have spent like over like £300 on an Oculus Rift, but then thinking about it, it would probably be one of those things that would probably eventually just not be used by me at all. That's a problem. Because I don't want to waste so much money, because if this thing flops, I'm doomed. I am doomed beyond all measures. I could call them up and say, hey, can you give me another one? And if they're like, no, then yeah, I'm screwed. So yeah, Oculus Rift, probably not the best thing. HTC Vive, probably also not a good thing to go with, especially if you're on a budget. Which means I've got sort of like a medium to high-end PC, so that's how I'm able to do most of these streams. Plus optimization matters. But yeah, it's a bit sad really, to know that you won't actually get to enjoy most of this awesome stuff. They really could have made it, you know, just a tad bit more cheaper so that, you know, more people can afford it. Because they say it's the quote-unquote future of gaming, but really, if nobody can afford it, then, you know, that probably isn't the case. Sure, I guess if I started, you know, getting myself a part-time job or something, or if I started, like, fully making quite a bit of money off YouTube, which, you know, I make nothing. Nah, I wouldn't exactly consider making a Patreon. I mean, there isn't really anything that people can do to support me, really. Like, throwing money at me probably wouldn't do much. Because I guess the most important thing would be to finish college and maybe get a job of some kind. Because I never really expected to do YouTube as like a full-time thing. I will do it a little bit more frequently than, you know, compared to what I used to do it like, but other than that, it probably won't be something I'm gonna consider doing full-time. But either way, even then, forking over a lot of money over for a VR headset, because at the end of the day, you don't really know if these things will actually pull off. Yeah, that is true. I've been the Starbound videos and Terraria. Well, I mean, I say they're videos, but they're streams. But either way, almost same thing. They have been doing really well in terms of views and likes and whatnot. And, you know, I'm thinking of really adding some more variety to this channel. I'll still do these kinds of streams, but at the end of the day, I don't want it just to dedicate it to Starbound and Terraria and whatnot. So, either way. But yeah, I am noticing that I've been growing pretty quickly. It's kind of funny because I believe one of my, I think my mom's boyfriend, he told me how he had a YouTube channel. He has like 700 or so subs, but every time I go back to sit down and look at the view counter, you can see he has like 24 views or something. Of course, that's not on all videos, but his videos do take a lot of time. Yeah, I don't know, I might actually do some Minecraft live streams. Like, I don't necessarily hate the game, but it's not something I would, you know, live stream. Because it's given me some pretty bad memories to my YouTube channel before I decided to recreate it. Oh, wow. Thanks. Either way, yeah, I could do Minecraft at one point. Because, of course, Terraria, Minecraft, and Starbound, I like them all equally. Like, you can mod them all, you can have a lot of like fun with them. And anything that kind of lets you create stuff is good in my book. I really like sandbox-based games, anyway, so... Okay, I even did a few Gmod videos in the past. Of course, you can't find them now, because, you know, much like my Minecraft videos, they've been banned into oblivion. Not by YouTube, just by me. Because when I realized just how utterly horrible my content was back in the past, like, trust me, these aren't videos you would have wanted to watch. Yeah. Like, I will happily stream just about anything that my PC can run and stream at the same time. Because I want it to be playable, but I also want it to be, you know, fun to watch and fun to play. And also so that I can actually play it whilst streaming, because if I'm running at like 2 frames a second whilst streaming, it becomes a bit of a problem. But yeah, either way. Well, welcome back, Blizzman, by the way. Oh yeah, I know I mentioned this in the last stream, but if you actually go over to the other channels, other great channels page, or the little module that's on my YouTube channel, you should totally go check out Plasma's channel, because Plasma actually makes some really good streams as well. Streams a lot of interesting games. In fact, they've recently made this really nice Portal video. They did stream it, but then it went kind of... it flopped a bit. So they made a video about it. And still, it looks really interesting, so I'd suggest you go ahead and check that out too. Because honestly, Plasma... they deserve way more subs than they have. Because honestly, their content is actually really cool. Kind of like the distance levels. Because, literally, have you seen the distance levels that Plasma makes? Those are great. Like, compared to mine, they're like what I have, but way better. It's great. Alright. See you in a bit. Same player. Yeah. Oh, it's still uploading. I completely forgot that. Either way. But like I said, Plasma does some great streams. I wouldn't say talking is necessarily the only thing that makes a stream fun. I mean, sure, it can attract a little bit more people, but I wouldn't necessarily say it'd be more fun. But yeah, when looking at it, Plasma's channel is just amazing. Like, I really personally enjoyed watching his streams a lot. Even though it's half the time, I can't actually be there because I have other things that needed to be done. That just sort of... yeah, I mean, it's okay, interaction-wise. But still. I guess, if you wanted to see something like, I don't know, let's say... oh, /shrug, it's a Discord command. You can actually do it in my Discord right now, and it makes like a little shrug emoticon. It's a really nice little feature that Discord added. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Same with me, actually. If only YouTube had it, though. That would also be really, really nice. There we go. So we've got a nice little wall of buildings. And I'm also dead. Rest in pepperoni. Rest in paprika. Rest in paprika! Alright. go over and just let's just fly around this place. Because oh, it appears that this building is eating my car a bit. Whew. Man, it's getting really hot in this room right now. Like hotter than usual. It's probably because I'm drinking tea. Even though this tea is mainly cold by now. There we go. That's looking a lot better. How many points can I get? It depends how long I can wall ride for. There's no limit. It's essentially like how much cooldown. I think if you get around about 1,000, it actually I think 600 EV basically cools you down to the max. I can't remember if it's 600 or 600 and summon, but it's more or less something along the lines of that anyway. Let's see. Oh, there's a kill grid. See now, of course, no player is actually going to be able to fly this low for this long. Because like with most of my levels, oof, yeah, when the trick times out, that's like the worst feeling. They recently made nose standing into a trick. Oh, down but not out. I'm not gonna lie, Quantum would absolutely hate me for even mentioning nose stands. It's a good thing they're not here right now. Either way. Oh, sudden 3,000. Maybe we should mention that to them a bit later. No standing is a trick. Get over it. God, the reaction was brilliant. Yeah, that's true. That is pretty true. There we go. Front flip, front flip. Oh. Hey, there we go. There's a miniature snow stand right there. Let me go ahead and try that again. God, I'm horrible at nose standing there. No. I was about to... Okay, well. Let's see then. Let's just let my car fall, I guess. Of course, this isn't something you're going to be able to do normally, unless you really want the process to be obnoxiously slow. But you can go ahead and do this. If I'm not mistaken, there is no limit to how much EV you can actually get. So you can get 10,000 for all the game cares. It'll still count it. 1 million points in total. Oh god. Now that's something I'm probably gonna want to do on stream at some point. There we go. Do that. Let's just say that in the normal game, you'd probably have to hold up for a very long time. It would also be very painfully slow. Oi oi. Hello. Oh, Rest in spaghetti. We'll never forget her. Beep beep. Lettuce. Okay. Either way, I've been in play mode for a very long time now. And my tea has just been spilled on me. Great. Well, this is first I can't make the kind of tea that I wanted. Then I decide to spill said tea on myself. It's just really not doing great. Yeah, I think front flips give you more points than back flips, but I don't exactly remember off the top of my head. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and make some more roads and whatnot. The question is, where can we put said roads? Let's put them here. Perhaps. One. There we go. But this is really starting to burn. Let's open some windows here. Windows, please. Here we go. Maybe it won't be as hot in here now. Yeah. I should probably really get a job at some point, but I don't know. I still need to find one that's relatively close to home, because as much as I would love to go to places, I don't want to go to a completely different town. Alright, let's go ahead and... Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and... Ping? Yep. Actually, I've still gotta go ahead and copy the colors. Colors are important. Make some cheesy tracks. Alright, see you in a bit, Sam. Flame. God, I completely butchered that, didn't I? I'm so sorry. See you in a bit, though. Okay. Let's see, which one was it that I have to change? Because me, I can't actually see because I've got a relatively huge chat box. Okay, let's go ahead and mess with the road. Get a bit more. There we go, it should fit in a little bit more nicely. Yeah, I guess it does the trick. Actually though, where would this other road go? Because there's a building like right there. Bonk. I didn't really do much aside from place down a few buildings and play some games. Not games, some tracks. I mean, I'm playing a game right now. Okay. There we go, and beep. Gotta look at some stuff on my other monitor because... Cheese. Yes, cheese. Don't question me. It's cheese. I need roads. Lots of roads. Okay. Okay, so it's 10:30. I'll probably end the stream at like around 11 o'clock. Because... Yes. I mean, as much as I'd love to continue streaming, I do have to get ready for stuff tomorrow, and I still have to sort myself out. I was thinking of going for a shower, but then I realized I just went for a shower earlier. But then again, I suppose 2 showers can't hurt. Okay, I guess I'll just make these roads sort of go underneath and over each other. Because yes, that makes sense. Absolute perfect sense. Do that, and... Come on. Just stop selecting the road, come on. There we go. That's what I needed. That was a very, very loud bus. Okay, now this is probably the point where I'm gonna wanna... You know what, screw it. Here's how we're gonna do it. I just do that. Out you go, and... Hong Kong. Cabbage. There we go. And I guess I should probably just make this one go down a little bit because, you know. Yep. You never have too many of those. At the end of the day, I just remembered because, you know, Adventure does this a lot. Like, you get to see this kind of stuff happen in Adventure, so I figured, you know what, why not just do it in a sprint race as well? At the end of the day, players are most likely gonna do... They're most likely gonna go their separate ways anyway, so... Oh god. There we go. I suppose I should probably, that. Get the good old simple hand cap right now. Go ahead and copy some properties and whatnot. I might make this level a little bit shorter though, compared to what it was. Because I feel like this level's probably just a bit too big, just as a whole. So... But I'll probably make a lot of different places that the player can visit, maybe even some secret places. Because I'm not sure if anyone ever noticed, but if you go into my Deeper Into the Void level, you can actually find a bunch of hidden secrets. I might show those off a little bit later, but for now, I'll just go ahead and continue doing this because, yes. Okay, so let's see, this is 20, and this also go to 20. Yeah. Really true that secret places always a great addition. Like literally, if we holler over to Deeper Into the Void really quick, or Back Into the Void, you can actually see this. If I went ahead and just played it. I'll go over to here, I believe, and there it is. And there's like the little poster creation room. This is an obnoxiously bright room that has absolutely nothing to do with the main level. Oh god, look at those lovely particle effects we've got going on there. And it basically allows you to skip a fair portion of the level. And if we go ahead and go back into, just restart the entire level again, we can get back. And this road actually leads somewhere and like deeper into the void, just to make it. Yep, that's where we eventually saw the birth of a Sosig poster. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to see Sosig? If we go down here, I believe. Yep, there it is. Go over there. The game's gonna tell me that, hey, you should probably reset, but I'm like, no, I shall not reset, screw you. And this is where you can get your infinite cooling. Can you go away, please? I don't want to press T to reset. Yeesh. Now, usually there'd be a message here, but, you know, distance being distance, it has to make my life a living hell sometimes. There we go. Propeller. And the emoticons still haven't been fixed. That's just wonderful. We've got a nice little party section, because come on, who doesn't like parties? And now since I've gotten infinite cooldown, lad, do not tell me when to reset, okay? I will reset in my own time. And trick timed out. Let's go ahead and find this final secret. Okay, you know what, screw it. Let's just go and do this probably, I guess. Some of these are basically scattered throughout the whole level. So they can be a bit difficult to find, but you know, for anyone who just decides to screw about in a typical sprint race, they might be rewarded for doing so. With secrets and random little quirks. There would have been a Dolan Dark posted there, but, you know, given the fact that the VJ poster object was a bit buggy, I decided to remove it. You can still find this in the normal version that can be found in the workshop. So come on. Oh. And just like that, got a virus spirit. And just like that, we've got a nice... We've basically got a completely different zone. Just because we can. Yeah. Well, I mean, it always was in the dev folder as far as I recall. And we have a little sneak peek to Storm on the Horizon. Which is obnoxiously bright, but, you know. Who could have guessed that I decided to sneak in Storm on the Horizon in deeper into the void? And of course, you know, Virus Spirit being the Virus Spirit, it decides to break everything. Because screw you. And I think... Is the stream dead yet? Did the stream do itself a kill? I don't know. Oh, it seems to have recovered. That's nice. Well, either way. That was that. Okay, I'm gonna get back to a Beta Rush. Yeah. They said they removed it, but if I go into the dev folder right now, there it is, you can still find it. The same poster that can basically obliterate your frames at any point. Unless they just secretly fixed it. Oh, hello, what's this? Discoverable stunt area. You can make... Okay, well that's new. Cutscene car spawner. Well, that obviously has no use. It's still pretty sad to see the warp anchor go. Go ahead and... Also, here's some various horror tunnels and whatnot, because, distance, who doesn't like some, nice horror tunnels? Now let's watch as the thing in the... Oh wait, hang on, that's the wrong one. I believe... would be... Ah! Tunnel horror test, there we go. That's the one that we wanted. Huh. There we go. We have a cheeky funnel. Whee! Spooky, scary skeleton shivering down your spine. Alright, let's go ahead and go down here. I think this was just to have him go down a little bit. And just like that, it would have ended. I believe... Oh wait, no, it's not solid. Okay. Yeah, I tend to forget what I put in. Because mind you, like, these are the levels that I haven't touched in, like, 5 bazillion years. Yeah, if we actually go ahead and exit, we can find the other one. The third one, which actually has a bit of coverage to it, because, you know, you decided to challenge me, and you said that your one curves, and I was like, oof, ouch, my bones. You're giving me that bone hurting juice. So I was like, yes, let's go ahead and make some nice curvature. Of course, mind you, this has no practical use whatsoever. It'll probably just kill your frames, like, really quick. And just like that. But I guess if you wanted to do some quick horror tunnel, just a straight horror tunnel, these particles could actually be of use. Other than that, they don't really have much. When it comes to curvature, it's just, it kind of flops. Okay, right. And I believe, Abandoned Utopia yeah, you know, maybe I shouldn't show that off. Yeah, the particles do make it look good, but it's a bit... Abandoned Utopia Final. I wonder what that's gonna be. I definitely did not pull that out of a dev folder. Absolutely not. Oh, hey, look at that. It's the, definitely not the thing that Plusmo... It's definitely not that thing that Plusmo made. These are definitely not Plusmos in any way, I promise. I don't remember making this though. Into a violent heart, into a brutal heart, didn't I? Yeah, what? Okay. What about into a brutal heart then? Oh. Huh. I guess I made 2 iterations of this? Interesting. Oh. Also, this is my sort of take on Enter a Violent Heart, except not really, because it's not Enter a Violent Heart, it's just... it's something that looks like it. Also with less stolen assets. Awkward. More Nitronic, and a bit less stolen. Oh. I cut my nose. Oof, god, that was close. That almost gave me that bone hurting juice. Oof, ouch, my bones. Have you ever just wanted to screw about on a giant end zone? Hey, you want to see another track that is totally mine, right? I'll go ahead and see if I can find it here. Yes, this is definitely mine. Why do I have this again? It's loading. It's loading. Yes, you see this? This is mine. Absolutely. Still though, jokes aside, it's a great looking level. To see the Nitronic Rush tutorial be brought over into distance is quite the summon. Look at those arrows. Those are some good looking arrows. Still though, I don't... maybe it's just... I think I might have been testing this at some point. Oh yeah, that's right, Plusmo uploaded it onto the Discord and I probably tested it. That's why I have these. I probably just forgot to delete them. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. Sometimes I question myself why I do have them. But you know what? Screw it. It's not because why, it's because why not? Now here's something I probably wouldn't have ever been able to. Yeah, you did. And, you know, me being me, I completely forgot to delete them. Kind of like another level that I totally made by myself, and it definitely isn't stolen. Or I definitely just didn't forget to delete it. I still have one, another one. I mean, I have a few that probably shouldn't be shown on stream as well, but we don't talk about those here. I wonder if they've still kept the April Fool's shenanigans on. Hang on. Oh, I think they have. Where's it cast mode? Still though, you have to give it to Plasma, like, look at that motherboard. Have you ever seen something so Nitronic? Because I sure haven't. Lonk, listen. Loosen. Hey, where do you think you are going? Get back here. And just like that, we have Navi. Or in our case, as it's appropriately named in the level editor, the Navigator. Yep. You can never have... You can't go anywhere without a navigator. You'd be a fool to do that. I wonder if I can group them. Can I group us? I don't think I can actually group them. What if I made a custom object? Go ahead. And pair the navigator with the refractor. Let's quit the main menu. Of course, I don't really care that much about saving my changes. Ow. But let's see if I did it. Nope. It really doesn't like it. What the heck is this? Talk about epilepsy. I'm pretty sure you can animate it though. Oh, that's the taskbar. Yeah, look at that. You can actually animate it. Well then. I guess let's just go ahead and play through Beta Rush as well. This is the thing that would have essentially come after Beta... No, not Beta Rush. Beta Infection, yeah. This is the thing that would have come after Beta Rush, but of course, me being me. It was never too good, so I never released it. RIP. Cry every time. Oof, ouch, my bones. Skirt, cauliflower. Dang, I could go for some pizza right about now. Doing a bit blues, man. Deep. Okay. That's some more random shenanigans. Complete infection, what was that? Oh, it's this thing. Yeah, we don't talk about that thing. Yeah, look at that. Fury. Toggle center points. Toggle again, and voila. This was based off another game called Fury. Oh, hey same play. Welcome back to the stream. Here's another level that I've based off... Actually, this was actually based off another game. Which, if you've ever played the hack and slash game Fury, you know, bullet hell hack and slash type, you would have known that this... You would have probably easily recognized this. Unless you never got to a stage. Which, rest in spaghetti. We'll never forget it. Beep. Non-colliding sand. Right, let me go ahead and get out of that one. Blue thing that I made, that's basically nothing. Crispy meme, we don't talk about that. Crispy, please don't. Just, if you ever see this, just ignore it. Menu 1. Oh yeah, that was just the terrible one. Electronic Paradise, what was that, actually? Oh, it was this thing. We don't talk about that either. Data Decay. Oh, I think I remember this one. Yep, that's the one. Hong Kong Cabbage. Beep lettuce. This was supposed to be one of those... It was supposed to be a little bit harder compared to Beta Rush. And just a lot shorter in general. But it's a thing, I guess. Maybe. I really want to avoid selecting those levels that I probably shouldn't show off. Let's see, out of time... Oh yeah, I've seen that. Nothing necessarily there. Yes, this is obviously mine. Here's another level made by Plusmo. But for some reason it's still in my levels. Which, mind you, I have to really give props to Plusmo here because he did a fantastic job. I believe this is... Yep. I can't actually remember. Was this with animators? Actually, I think this was pre-animator stuff, so... Everything that you see here was made without, like, the animator component, so... That's pretty neat, I guess. Go ahead and see... Jump about a bit. No entry. Screw you, you can't tell me what to do. Oh, here comes some pretty pleasing eye candy. This isn't stuff that you'd see in just your standard sprint level in distance. This is like some Adventure 2.0 shenanigans. It's crazy. This level is also kind of a nod towards a certain someone who said a certain something during a certain stream. So... Go ahead and play through it, I guess. Doing them skips like I'm a professional at this game. Which, for anyone who's ever seen me play this game, they'd know I'm anything but a professional. Still there. Skirt. There we go. Okay. Right. So... I reckon what I'll do... Actually, before I do anything, let me go over to... back to Beta Rush. And just make sure everything's a-okay back there. It's gonna take a little while because, you know, the level is understandably quite big. I mean... Yes. Like literally, compared to any of my other distance tracks, like this level's just huge. Like obnoxiously huge. I was never expecting this level to turn this big. And by ears ranking is please. Okay. Well, it's 11 o'clock, so I think I might end the stream for tonight. Because, like I said, I have some stuff that I'm gonna need to be doing today and tomorrow, so... I mean, today is mainly just getting my butt to bed at a reasonable time. Because, mind you, I have been going to sleep at like 4 AM, pretty much for the past couple weeks almost now, so... Yeah, I'd say that now would be probably a good time to end it. Whew. I'm guessing no. Yeah, there's usually never really. Oh yeah, look at that. There are some servers, but my ears are starting to kill me a little bit. So yeah, I think I'll just end it there for tonight, and I'll probably just resume either tomorrow or Tuesday. If I'm dead tomorrow completely inside, then Tuesday will be the day. So thanks everyone for tuning in and watching the stream, and I'll see you in the next one then. Bye bye!